just enough to turn it on. That is scary to me.
My PLA part is finished. Look, I put a little handle for the rubber band because I'm still going to use a rubber band. But it printed out overnight and it looks good. Two of them, just in case. And cheap pizza. A nice way to start the day. Thank you. Good evening. Thank you for coming. Today, oh, this is Poohske. Yeah. Today we tested out the 20 volt system, 24 volt system, and it worked. And it was fine. It was fun. It's a lot more efficient than it was because it doesn't catch at an angle. The parts have been worn down so that they fit the rim, and it catches on really, really fast and really well. So even with me just casually pedaling today, I got up to 47 kilometers an hour, which is 8 times, it's about 30 miles an hour without me putting much effort behind it. Kind of reckless, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Issues is that now that they're both working evenly, one of them doesn't get hotter than the other, but they both still heat up if you don't assist. It's just an assist. It's not meant to be a scooter from what I can tell now. It will never be just a scooter as it is right now. The only way it can be more scooter-ish is if I reduce the power so that it doesn't generate an excessive amount of heat. Or I find other ways to cool it down. And I'm thinking of a few ideas. But as of right now, it heats up too fast, so it can only be used as an assist. What that means is that when you need help, when you're going as fast as you can, turn it on and it feels like you actually, it's no longer, it feels like you dropped 2 gears. It feels like you dropped 2 or 3 gears, three or more gears. And it feels really easy. It feels about half as hard as it was. And even when you go as fast as you can possibly go and you turn it on, it makes you go faster than you can go. So it actually, and at one point, if you're moving fast enough, and these things are spinning fast enough, because they work better, the faster they spin, the more efficient they are. So once you get to the top, to the higher speeds, it's really, really effective and it works really well. So it'll push you faster. Of course, it'll push you faster the faster you go. But the faster you're going, the more efficient it is, and the more power you get, and the more speed you get. And it was really, really fun. I got an interesting problem now. I'm blowing fuses, and it's because it's pushing around 80 amps. So not surprising that these little fuses are popping left and right. Which is, I might just hardline the system and screw it. If something burns or fries, it burns or fries. Take out one safety measure. I wouldn't recommend that. I think that's a horrible idea. I'll do it so you guys don't have to do it. I'll take the hits. I'll crispy my own batteries, my own pant leg. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I went to the park. I'll show you a short clip of that here soon. And it was there's very few adjustments I need to make. I put a small ring on the motor handle so that it has a place to put the rubber band. It's still a little small. I might make that a little bigger. And I need to put one on the top bracket so that the rubber band or whatever you use to add just a slight amount of tension. It's not necessary because the motor's torque kicks it into the system. Just an extra precaution to make sure it engages every single time. But and you can engage it slowly, and you have to. Anything over 50% is pushing it because it's a lot of juice. And it starts destroying the rubber part, the door stopper that's actually gripping the rim, and we'll see how long the parts last. I don't foresee them lasting a very long time.
Alright, went ahead and put all the parts in. Everything seems to be in place. They're all spinning the right ways. The cables are hooked up. It's set up how it normally is just to test it out. And let's try out the servo tester. They both kick in apparently at the same time. The power is ridiculous. So this is almost nothing. That's all. Just enough to turn it on. That is scary to me. And look how fast. It spins fast enough to the point where you can see pieces of rubber all the way around. I don't know how long the rubber's gonna last. Let's go for a tire. Okay, good news is I melted both sides this time. Well, this one started to melt. This one definitely melted. It still runs. Or it did. I need to figure out what's wrong. You can see Mount Fuji from the top of that building. From Tokyo, which is cool. Young skateboarders come out here to practice. We couldn't see my turtle friends there. They're sleeping. It's still too cold. Okay, two things I figured out. One is that everything running close to their limit is too much. I think my top speed was like 47 kilometers without me pedaling much. And things started to melt. We're gonna have to cut the power down. It's the quickest solution for this system until I upgrade either the ESCs and the motors so they don't heat up as much with that much power. But as of right now, it's too much for them. As far as this bike system goes, I'll replace the parts and I'll probably ride it to work, and I'll try to limit the power to half the maximum. Going full throttle is ludicrous now. It might not even work. I might have fried something. I need to check it over and see what's still working. But it's fun. The 47 kilometers without much effort is a lot of fun. And I'll probably upload these prints today on Thingiverse, so you guys can, so anybody who's curious or wants to try, can try as well. And if you get different results, I'd like to hear about it. But it's really cheap. The motors were like $16 each. The controllers were like $10 each. The battery was like $24. Like the overall system was under 100, which is perfect. And the PLA, you get a kilo of it, or 2 pounds, 2.2 pounds for $19, which is damn near nothing. And I can print several of them with that much. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the day, wait for the parts to cool off, or at least until they get hard again, and ride the system back to home. Just went on a short drive. Seems to be working fine. We're at my favorite store, the 100 yen Lawson. It's like 7-Eleven, but 100 yen. Oh, good. I want to demonstrate something. Look at the part, look at the wheel, look at the rubber part. Look at its size. Look how much bigger it gets. So, yeah. Power is good. Speed is crazy. We'll see how long they last. I fixed everything. I changed the fused, kind of. And I'm going to put together a smaller battery. And then we'll try again.
Finally, last but not least, today's snack is, as it's on the video, it's a shoe cream. I don't remember what they're called back home. We call them shoe creams here. Cream puff, maybe? This one happens to be a strawberry cream puff. Basically, they're cold breaded sweets with custard or filling inside. They're not super sugary. Oh, this one is, because this basket has frosting. Oh, I can smell the strawberries. It's mostly air. They're not fluffy, they're just like hollowed out with a ton of cream. Almost like a Boston cream donut, but it's a custard. Or it's this in case it's strawberry. They're so good. I'm dying. The reason I'm trying to rush through is because I know how delicious this is. This is there are better versions. Okinawa used to have these huge ones, but yeah, they're shoe creams. It's like the word shoe and cream, shoe cream, and people will understand what you want. It's like they're so good, even though they taste. There's a ton of air in them. This one has small pieces of strawberry. This is delicious. They're common snacks. You can find them not everywhere. Not every shop will have them. Usually bakeries with refrigerators, with refrigerated sweets, might have them. A lot of the cake shops will definitely have them. But shoe creams are a reliable, great snack. They're a lot better with tea to balance out the slight sweetness with something a little bitter. But they're incredible. Please enjoy. I hope you enjoyed the video, and take care. Oh, too long.